So this week was about online learning assignments, and we had to come up with some of our own this week. I did it through the Google Classroom. I created it for third grade. What I made was for United States map, states and capital. I posted a video that I felt like it would be a good introduction to the capitals, and it'd be a fun way to kind of introduce them instead of being like, this is Kansas, this is the Kansas capital is Topeka. Rather than have this fun little song, I think it would help them in the learning process. I do believe that some courses should be used such in elementary setting. I do still feel like a lot of it should be done, by the teacher. But some assignments, it kind of helps prepare them for middle school to high school because they are using more of that technology. Their books are more online, and the assignments are becoming more online. So I feel like that's where it's going to. Unfortunately, I just feel like the students are lacking in that ability to write, pencil on paper and write things out. With computers, there are, that risk of students may not have computers at home, so they don't know how to use it. So being able to help them would be good. With that, the parameters of that students shouldn't have access to any social media, such as Facebook or any sites that could be potentially inappropriate for students. Being able to set that up ahead of time, and usually a lot of school districts are pretty thorough with setting that information up before they give that computer to the student. Being able to understand that you can use it, but this is used as a educational purpose. I don't think every state, I don't think it should be a requirement for states to make students learn, take courses online. When I went to school, I never had any online classes. I did it. I had computer class, but most of my homework was done by the old writing it out or typing the paper up and turning it in. When I got to college, that's when I was exposed to online learning classes. So for me, it was more hands-on. Okay, got to figure out, got to do a little bit of messing around with the website, with that, just see where I was using the tabs, clicking on it to see what each tab entailed. I prefer online learning anyway, but a lot of students don't prefer that. They may not learn that way. They may learn better with teachers who are in the classroom and talking to them and giving that lecture to the students. Maybe, but they shouldn't force that on the students because, they learn differently. Everybody learns differently. Like I said, I chose Google Classroom. I prefer this because I already have a Gmail account, and I love how it has a lot of different options available. It was pretty easy to set up. I was able to get my activity. I had two different activities loaded up in a video of the states and capitals. So I thought that would be kind of a good lesson introduction again to the states and capitals, because around third grade, hopefully they're learning about that information. I would probably incorporate it into my classroom in the way that I would probably have it more set up as a way for the parents to communicate. Also just, posting their assignments on that. So if a student left their homework at school, the parent can go on these website and then that classroom and print it out at home, and then they can have it. I think that would be a good tool to have, because sometimes a lot of students forget their homework and they're calling at school just to get that printed out. And I think it would be good too for them to see kind of, reporting, this is kind of what we did every day. This is the lesson we did. This is the activity we did, and it'd be a good way to communicate with them. I think for me, I think I would have to still kind of mess around with it just to figure it out a little bit more and to see also what it entails. But as of right now, I really do like the Google Classroom the best. For me, it was just easier to understand and to figure out. So that's my discussion for this week. Sorry about the background noise. Those are my kids. They're home. They're inside because it's raining and can't get them outside. So anyway, I hope you all have a great week, and I look forward to you all next week.